Sponsored by the Big 98, Nashville's #1 for new country and the home of the Bobby Bones Show.
We're so thrilled to have on a talented duo. They're multi-instrumentalists, singer-songwriters. I'm not sure what genre of music you would put them in, but it's incredible. Mallory and Scott, the Rough Tumble. Thanks for coming on the show.
Hey,
Thank you for having us.
You know, it's like after listening to this music from your new album, Only This Far, I had to have you both on the show.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Because it's such great music. And so you have to explain to our audience, though, also, it's like the terms, like with this, with the dumpster music, I mean, kind of help me out with this.
Yeah. We call ourselves a dumpster folk thrift store Americana duo. And
it started early on. So when we were living here in Nashville forever ago, we didn't have any money, which is a common problem with
Nashville
artists.
musicians.
Yes, hello, and TV.
Yeah. And so we were kind of making all of our own instrument. Like we had our standard, guitar, and I had an accordion and things like that we had sort of stolen from Scott's grandmother.
Yeah.
And then everything else was sort of, wine bottle shakers. After we finished drinking a bottle of wine, we would just smash the other bottle of wine and put it in there.
Put the glass in there.
And so for a long time, everything that we had was either, taken from a thrift store or from grandma's house or something that we had made ourselves.
Right now we have a suitcase kick drum and a mailbox snare. Mallory uses a coffee can, like a tin coffee
Only
can.
Maxwell
to
House.
play,
Well, you gotta be, stick with the brands.
Exactly, yeah.
Rich French roast, that. So.
But what I love about the music is, and we were talking about this before we came in studio, is, once again, your vocals blend so nicely together, but also the instrumentation. With Mallory on the ukulele and you with guitar, it's like you really get a nice juxtaposition with the sounds.
Yeah, we've always tried to, to incorporate different sounds into our music, and I think we've kind of settled on something that really feels good right now.
Yeah, I think early on we definitely had this element of storytelling in sonic space. So we definitely wanted to add all of these extra things in, so that as we were telling the story lyrically, we were also telling it sonically at the same time, and that was a really fun time. But as we got a little bit older and we got tired of carrying so many things around, we realized that maybe we should simplify a little more, and it still does kind of have that element of storytelling, so it's not just us stepping on each other's toes or who can play louder.
Yeah.
Well, and that's also when something light like the accordion came into play, which is featured on TV. What is a lighter instrument that I can strap on and play than an accordion?
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you did there.
But I love the sound of the accordion, and you've been
great.
playing that.
Yeah, that was something that I just sort of accidentally picked up. And truthfully, when we started, we had this little chord organ that we were carrying around, and I would have to put the legs in for every show, and it also started to electrocute me, and that was kind of problematic for a while.
Kind of problematic.
Or part of the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Depending on how you look at it.
And so then we realized there was this portable keyboard called an accordion, and we were like, this'll do fine, it's enough, and it's stuck.
Yeah.
Well, and I think that's what I like, particularly on this new album. And I told you, I love the artwork, and you are the artist. And it's like, and when you get your copy or you add it to your playlist, Only This Far, the watercolor and the imagery you did with this, to me, is just very artistic, and you created it all.
I did do that.
She
I
did.
did.
So this might be like a side angle to where it's like, you also have an art show as you're doing the music on the side.
Well, you come out to one of our shows, and Mallory actually, back by the merchandise table, she has all these books that she has made, like journals that she's made, because Mallory does bookbinding, and so
like a lost art.
Yes, kind of like folk music.
accordion playing.
Yeah. But if you put another name in front of it, like dumpster folk, it's all new.
Yeah,
It's all new,
rebranding.
yeah.
You're saying in thrift store,
Yeah.
Americana.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But also I think for the listeners, and I know you guys really have a great fan base that come and see you, and you guys are selling out shows, which is incredible. And I want you to come back on the show and still remember me when you go huge. But it's like, but the music to me, you cross a lot of different styles, and I think that's great because, you got something that will appeal to everybody on here. I know some of the songs like Ain't That the Way, and certainly with the incredible video, but also like we were talking in studio with Shallow Fall, the lyrical imagery in that, when I'm listening to that, it's like going, I can picture it while I'm listening to it.
Man, thank you. Thanks for saying that.
thank you.
That was
Yeah.
a song that we wrote as we were driving across the South Dakota plains, and it was just after a hailstorm, and the whole section of South Dakota that we were driving through was lit up green. Like, it was so odd, and you could see
Eerie.
like buffalo silhouettes in the as the lightning came in, and you can't. It's hard to not write a song that's very imagery forward whenever that is what you are driving.
Well, and I wanted to talk also, now that, the band's getting bigger, you guys, have been playing music together since 2007, but the Rough and Tumble since 2011. Obviously the big budget videos.
Yes.
Let's talk about this. Because,
real big budget
watching
videos.
the video, I was like going, I don't know how they afforded all this cast.
Yeah.
To be a part of this with doing rock, paper, scissors.
So we just moved to New Hampshire. We've been living on the road for 8 years, but we just moved to New Hampshire, and in order to meet our community, we posted on the local listserv, because
it's
they
not
still
social media
use a
up there.
listserv.
It's still a listserv. Yeah.
And we said, hey, we're shooting a music video
We would
down at the
really
local hall.
like to meet everyone. So if you would like to come out and play rock, paper, scissors with us and just meet your new neighbors, that would be great. And 80 people showed up.
Came.
80 people.
And it was just so much fun. Like, I mean, one of the best days of our lives. We, just intergenerational play happening in the video. It was a lot of
That's
fun.
what I loved about it. I think also, the fun of it, with both of you waking up and with the dog on the bed, and with Mallory's doing the eggs, you're doing the espresso. It's like going, I feel like I'm hanging out with you
Yeah.
guys.
I mean, you were literally hanging out in our house at that point.
And then the knock on the door, it's like, okay, come on, you gotta do the music video. People are out there cold and waiting to get inside.
Yeah.
And then it's so much fun, like you said, with so many different generations, from young to older, and participating in that, and it just made it really fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was definitely it was a great day, and it was a great way to meet our neighbors. But but it was kind of just this way of us sort of planting ourselves. Like, the whole song is about showing up even if you don't know, like showing up in a way that's just sort of like, this might not be my best, but I'm here, and I think that's what the video communicated to, is like, we're all here. This is who we have. Let's work with it.
Let's give it a shot, and see how it goes.
Well, how are you going to top that video then for your next music video?
Oh, we have plans,
man,
Eric.
we do have plans.
We've got a couple more videos in.
In the works.
In the works, yeah.
Yeah, we're going back. There's a few videos that we've done with a couple in central Pennsylvania, and we're going back. We have a song on the album called God of War, and it's a lot heavier than
It is.
than
It's,
Music Away.
I mean, a lot of emotional
Yes.
comes through that, and you can see it to where it's somewhat autobiographical and a great song.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're open up and sharing with it.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
absolutely.
And so
Which
we're
is not always easy. I know for me, it's like, and I'm a horrible songwriter. It's like, and it's like when you're sharing your own stuff, it's like, that's hard sometimes.
Oh, it's tough.
It can be brutal,
Yeah,
for
there.
sure.
I mean, there are certain songs that you write, and you kind of wish that you didn't have to play them, And
but you know that it's somehow your moral obligation.
yeah, you
to
just
do
got
so.
you got to do
Yeah.
it, and so we're making a music video for that. We have another, like, an animated video that's coming out as well.
Well, and I also wanted to bring up the mobile music unit that you guys are utilizing, because after living here in Nashville, possibly it was a cold winter and you had no heat for like 12 days.
Yes.
Yeah, our landlord left us without heat. We were living in East Nashville, and our landlord left us with heat. Without heat during the ice storm of 2015, and so we drove up to Camping World, and we bought ourselves a camper because
And
nothing.
apparently a lot of family was behind us saying, that's a great decision.
No. I told my mother, and she said, I give you 1 year. And I was like, cool, make it 10.
Yeah,
And so
we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, but even the lot salesman was like, you don't want to live in this. Like, please don't live in
Don't
this. And
do
we were
it.
like, what could go wrong?
Marvin, it's gonna be fine.
But what a great experience also, to make you both closer and with the music and everything, and also being able to travel around the country as you've done performing.
It's been
Closer
such a
than you
gift.
can imagine. Yes.
And also with 2 rescue dogs.
Yes.
Yeah, Puddle and Magpie. We also have a rescue hamster.
Oh, yeah,
we found
I
on
didn't
a.
even know that was a thing.
It is
we
a
didn't
thing.
either, but we found her on a glue trap in Florida, and we
peeled her off, and we thought she was a mouse, and so we called the local wildlife rescue, and we're like, hey, we found this mouse, and I think she's going to be fine. How do we just put her back?
Right.
And they're like, you don't, because that is a hamster.
Yeah.
Also, congratulations on your new hamster.
So what's the hamster's name?
Goo.
Goo.
Nice. Kind of fitting after being unstuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't get above your raisin. so.
Wow. That is it. Now, does the camper have a name also?
You know, we sometimes call it Dave. Our producer's name is Dave Coleman, and it is a Coleman camper. And we sometimes miss him on the road, so we just call it Dave.
Call it Dave. Yeah. Dave,
When it's
Dave's-
being good.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, when it's being bad, we say
call it
things
that
we
cardboard
should not say on the air.
But
So-
what a great life experience, and also with this album, you both have to be very proud of it. You know, just with how with the mix, with the sound, with the songs.
Yeah.
I'm sure you had a lot more songs to go on here.
Yeah.
And probably already working on the next project.
We
Absolutely,
are.
yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, no, we are very proud of this. And I mean, we need to say thanks to Chris Bonelli, Dave Coleman, Talisha, and Doug Williams,
Yeah.
Alice Wallace, like a whole bunch of like East Nashville musicians got to play on this.
Wow.
And we are just
We
so
feel really
thankful
lucky.
that,
Yeah.
that we ran into them and that
Yeah.
they made it sound so good.
Yeah.
So,
As both of you did as
yeah.
well. Especially the
Zach
accordion.
Vincent
Especially
as well.
the accordion.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
Zach
Zach
Vincent.
Vincent,
Yeah.
But it's just amazing. I want to make sure for our viewers also, Scott and Mallory, that they know where to go for the website, for social media, to keep up with Dave the Camper.
Yeah.
Also, the story of Goo.
Oh, yeah.
That song in itself.
Man, I know. Don't we know?
But I want to make sure all of our viewers know where to go for everything Rough and Tumble.
Yeah, you can go to theroughandtumble.com. We're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.
Sometimes Twitter, but usually not.
Yeah.
Well, and also, I gotta say, come out and see them live. And they've got a cool merch table, maybe some nice artwork with
Yeah,
journals and
absolutely.
everything. And so, but if you like a hard copy, which I love this artwork. I mean, I think Mallory just did a stunning job on this. Only this far. If you don't want a CD, which it should be on vinyl also, then be sure and add it to your playlist on however you consume music for the Rough and Tumble. You're gonna love these songs and this entire album as much as I do. But go see them live. And thank you both for coming on the show.
Thank you, Eric.
Thank
This is so fun.
Our pleasure.
Sponsored by the Big 98, Nashville's #1 for new country and the home of the Bobby Bones Show.